Morning everyone. Day one of Awesomeboss. Parked up in the pits, unloaded the cars. I've got to change my wheels over. Parked opposite the Minty Fresh boys. They're awesome guys. Came over and gave us some stickers, which I didn't bring any stickers at all because I am a twat. The Dory Labs boys parked next to us as well. Yeah, the trip yesterday was fucking horrible, to be honest. The start of the trip was fine because it was basically just motorway, M6 all the way up, and then we stopped in one services and that just fucked us up completely. We ended up going down back roads where we were hitting all sorts of shit. The cars took a complete beating, but they don't look too bad. Tom's lost quite a bit of his side skirt, but it's on the inside so you can't really tell. Stayed in a lovely travel lodge last night, which was wicked because there's no chance that I wanted to be, after such a long drive, ended up pulling up here and having to pitch up a tent. It's not something that I was very keen on doing. Again, the same as Motorfest really, we don't really know a massive amount yet, so we're kind of just going to get the cars ready. Apparently there's a cafe over the way, get something to eat, and then it's just waiting for, I think 10:30 is driver's briefing, and then once the driver's briefing's done, we should know exactly where we need to be, what we need to do and all that sort of stuff. So we'll get that out of the way and then see what happens.
A few moments later.
Driver's briefing's been moved to 11:30 now, so it's fucking pissing it down, and I've got to change my wheels in time for driver's briefing because I think we'll then be out much earlier than we were meant to be. So here goes nothing. Right, so sorry everyone, I forgot to say something after the driver's briefing. We waited quite a long time in the queue, but I've been out now. My driver's side rear tyre dropped off the bead, so I had to come, I got black flagged and I had to come back in. So I've been in, taken a wheel off, taken it to get put back on, and then I've come back and the boys are still in the queue. So it seems like they're kind of putting more of a bias onto those that are in the pro class, they call it. So they're getting out much more, even though the amateur line is two rows long, yeah, and it goes all the way back. I can see they're past the entrance at the minute. It's that long. I don't know if it's always like this or whether it's just because of the nature of this whole event. But the track's pretty awesome. Obviously I was spinning out at every corner. The track's starting to dry up now. I'm running 40 psi, but the guy at the tyre place said that in the wet you can get away with 20 here. But I thought if I ran 20 I'd just drop the bead again, surely. I'm going to wait for the guys to finish their next one, which could take forever really. So I'm going to wait in the pits, try and get some footage if I can. If I can go and stand somewhere and get some footage, then I will do. And then I'll be back out as soon as they're done. Right, so the boys have just come back in. Obviously, you've just seen the footage of them out there. You can tell that it's massively slippy and then grippy all at the same time.
Yeah, it's quite patchy. Like you go from especially at the back, it's real like damp and greasy, and then you come around the top corner there. I just had too much grip.
And now it's raining, so it's going to get wet.
Yeah, and it's just going to go damp again. And
not much you can do about that.
I reckon let's go and get something to eat. Try and figure out how we can make sure that we don't have the same issues that we had earlier. And then after we've had something to eat, we'll line back up and see how long it takes again for us to actually get back out on the track. And hopefully this time we'll go out together, because I got separated from the boys and it weren't great.
Break up the congregation, cuz I start to aggravate. My mind in space, communicating with satellite stations. Diarrhea thoughts, the shit's green, it's money green. Chronic cough, phlegm, smell like Kush Perp and sour D's. Just feel me, or deal with me. These scars tell the story, these bars put me in history. Quiet dog, homie still is a mystery. A genius with epiphany, soon as the piff enters me gone. Thoughts tangle like my mohawk, eyes slow like my Chuck soul. Stuck on my grind like Velcro. How long would I live? Who the hell knows? Like who the hell cares? I'm in the direction that the wind blows. Anywhere, pick the time I arrive. I'm the lion in the jungle who don't sympathize. Iron lung, him and raw, leave you paralyzed. Light us up, light it up, let's get chinky dyed and let it ride. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Elevate, exhale, elevate, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Stimulate, exhale. Cause I'm doing what I'm doing and living how I'm living. And tell the truth, I really don't give a shit about how you're feeling. I live by the rules and rolling the cushion, blowing into the ceiling. All of my G's, I don't give a fuck if you feel so.
That's the second session done. Tom's had a bit of an incident, shall we say. What happened, Tom?
I went in a bit too quick to the chicane, and I ended up going into it backwards.
Nice. So then he got stuck in the mud. The support guy took a little while getting him out. He was literally buried in the mud. Wasn't really an easy way out of that situation. But to be fair, you haven't done that much damage, have you?
No, it's alright actually.
Just the rear bumper. Oh yeah, and the front bumper's mash up, but it's still better than his old one. Basically, that run was us with the Minty Fresh boys, which was interesting. But yeah, that went much better, I think, for everyone. Although we had issues, I think the driving was a little bit better this time around, and we're kind of getting the gist of the track. But unfortunately, they're now changing it, because at 3 o'clock they'll be changing it to similar, but with a big swooping section to the track. So I'm kind of looking forward to that now that I've done all the rest. I'm quite hyped for that. Anyone else hyped for sweeper? A bit of sweeper.
I enjoyed that. I only got a couple of laps, then I ended up in it.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. You'll have to bear with us with this part of the vlog, because we are just trying to get in as much seat time as we can and not really piss about with the vlog so much. I'm going to jump back into the line, I think. So I had my coming up from my third run of the day, and annoyingly, as I got to the front, it was pointed out to me that my tyre's flat again. So because I've got my knickers in or not, I'm going to leave it for now and probably go in the car with Tom, I think. Dory Labs have lost some stuff.
eventually. We black flagged you originally because you're smoking. There's a lot of smoke out your front passenger corner, so check that out.
Okay.
Please pay more attention.
Well done, man. I apologise. Smoke from the corner, that's my arch is rubbing.
I just went out in Tom's car and he got black flagged, and then when we pulled in, the guy said that we'd missed 4 black flags. I don't know how we missed that, because there was 2 of us as well. But obviously he's not best pleased. I guess we just got to make sure we pay more attention. I'm not sure how we missed them, but there's that. So basically, I believe that the driving is done for today. I think they're going to be doing some games and that sort of thing. So I think what we're going to do is go and chill for a little bit, go to the cafe or something, wait for the games to start and all that sort of shit. But we're gonna leave our we're gonna leave our cars here for the night. I think we'll get a taxi home hopefully, and then we'll start all this again tomorrow. So yeah, I'm sorry if the footage ain't great for day one, but like I say, we were so sort of like apprehensive and a little bit worried about it all. We obviously put all of our effort into the driving rather than sort of worrying about GoPros and all that sort of stuff. So you'll see that our driving was fairly shite. We've all hit a ditch or gone off a bank or whatever the fuck. But the main thing that made me feel a little bit better about crashing so much is that even the people that we look up to are doing the same thing. Tom, mate, do you want to come and talk about your experience for the day, mate?
Hello, internet. Yeah, today started off a bit shit, if I'm honest. I don't know whether it was conditions or me or the car or everything, but it just wasn't really coming together. So I struggled for the first 2 runs. Got really pissed off, if I'm honest. Had a crash, but then it dried up. Changed a few things on the cars, played around with the tyre pressures, took my exhaust bungs out. That's a big thing. Everything seems to have come together this afternoon. So yeah. Had a real good fun up until I've now got a slight misfire on the last run, so just going to have a play around, test a few things, kick a few things and see what happens. But hopefully, yeah, hopefully we'll be all good tomorrow, and hopefully the weather stays dry, because this afternoon has been fucking awesome, if I'm honest.
Sean, mate, do you want to do your bit?
What am I doing?
It's just how you've had your day. Don't be a fucking a statue though, mate.
What?
Be natural. Be as if you're talking to me.
I'm trying to be natural.
You're talking to me, mate.
Rubbish at the start, absolutely rubbish. Wrong pressures, wet track, and then started drying up, kept the same pressures in, went back out a second time, felt fine. Didn't spin it quite as often as the first round, and then after that it felt good, and then I was getting more and more confident. Tried 3rd gear around the big corner. It gripped up, spun me 180 degrees, put me in the ditch.
Which was good, that was fun.
It's all part of learning, isn't it?
I was in the queue, I enjoyed watching that, it was quite good.
Yeah.
We've all concentrated on learning and trying not to do what I did. Be super shit. So yeah, that's day 1 done, and we will see you tomorrow. Day 2, Awesomeboss. Last night, before we left, we decided to try and fix Tom's car, and it didn't really go that well. We tried a couple of bits and it didn't really work out. This morning, so we've rocked up, did a little bit of process of elimination, found out that the chip out of his ECU was off, which obviously isn't great, and then we also checked his fuses, because I had a problem with alternator. The alternator wasn't charging, so it wasn't pulling enough current. We fixed his ECU, put the chip back on, and borrowed another part from my car, the alternator fuse. So that's now in his car. Took it for a run, and it's perfect.
Broken light, broken light.
that's it for us. End of day 2, end of Awesomeboss. Been a properly wicked weekend, even with all of the strife that's come with it. We've got some fairly hefty repair bills now, whether it be cosmetic or mechanical. We've got a show in 2 weeks, which is like a stance kind of show. So we've got to get the cars ready for that. And that, I mean, my front bumper's in half, so it's going to look really fucking good. We haven't used any tyres whatsoever, so that's really annoying, because we've got to take it all back, and it was such a fucking arse bringing it all here in the first place. We've had a really good time, thanks to Huxley, thanks to Jeek. It's been great. So yeah, that's it really. I'm not entirely sure when our next drift day is, so we'll play it by ear as far as when the next vlog's going to come out. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe obviously, give us a comment if you want to know anything or have any questions. Yeah, we'll catch you next time.